You recording already?
Yeah.
I bet. Hello. Welcome to the episode 1 of Not the Expert Special Edition, a spinoff show, if you will.
Not the Expert
spinoff.
It's going to be Not the Experts News Network. Ntenn.
Welcome to Headlines, the podcast.
I already made the graphic for it, so sorry.
There's so many letters.
Ntenn. But we're going to keep it short with Ntenn.
Ntenn what?
Well, so the original idea was I was going to have 10 headlines for us too. That's what we go with, yeah.
Oh yeah, Ntenn sounds like in 10 minutes. That's why I got confused.
Yeah, it's catchy. Yeah, Ntenn, not the Experts News.
Yeah, I hope people know we're not going to do it in 10 minutes, right? Because we can't do it in 10 minutes.
No, 10 headlines.
That's what I'm saying. It's the saying something like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So yeah, people should understand that it's not going to happen. That's not a thing we do. 10-minute shows are not a thing we do. Yeah, I'm Titus. That's Levi. We're here with this new show, which I didn't had a name that I didn't know had a name.
Not the Experts News Headlines.
Yes. That sounds almost daily. That sounds almost like a daily show.
Yeah.
There are 10 headlines every day.
Well, I mean, there can be. Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
But we're not. It won't be a daily thing.
That one's I want to talk about at least. Unless you start talking about J. Cole's averages in the African Basketball League.
Yeah. We
do that.
I'm done with that.
I need that on League Pass for sure because I need to watch all of that. But what's good, bro?
I feel like those are going to be blowouts. But yeah, not much, man. What's good with you?
Ain't nothing. Vacation's winding down, so I'm fighting off vacation ending depression.
When do you go back?
Wednesday. But I'm fake. I found fake activities to do tomorrow. So that'll be a little better. Yeah. I'm going to act like I care about baseball for 2.5 innings to a Braves game.
Oh, you're going to the Braves game?
Yeah. I got tickets in the hundreds for like 29. I said, oh, okay, we'll do that. That works.
Oh, yeah, that works out.
Yeah. Can't name. I don't know if I know they're playing the Blue Jays. I'm like, Black Girl plays there. Is he playing? I don't know. I don't know if he's healthy or not. It's me not being home or being in LaGrange. It's me being in Atlanta. And that's all I really care about. That's like just not being here is all I really matters at this point. That's why I am with it.
I feel you, bro.
But yeah, dog, that's what we at. So Levi, you have curated the headlines. You've gathered the information.
Yeah.
You have the goods, dude. You have the goods, dude.
I have the goods, the tidings, whether good or bad.
So what's our first? What are we kicking off at? What's our first headline? Which world are we going to?
Our first headline. We're actually going to go outside of sports for this one.
Wonderful. I love that. I love when we kick it off with pop culture.
So this is from the Wall Street Journal. Melinda Gates was meeting with divorce lawyers since 2019 to end marriage with Bill Gates. And then in the sub-headline, the philanthropist had discussions with lawyers in October 2019 around when the Microsoft co-founder's ties to Jeffrey Epstein became public. So Titus, what we all were thinking, but none of us said.
What were we thinking?
Oh, I mean, I think a lot of us were thinking this was the root of the cause of the
I didn't think anything about their divorce. I just thought they were getting divorced. I'm like, rich people getting divorced. That sounds all right. I didn't know anything about. Yeah, I didn't know Bill Gates knew it. Well, I knew everybody who has money knew Epstein, so I just stopped thinking about it because anyone with money knew Jeffrey Epstein at this point.
That's true. Well, I mean, the big thing was though, the reason why so many people drew ties back, between Bill Gates and Jeffrey Epstein, because like you said, a bunch of millionaires, billionaires had ties to him. But the big sketchy thing was, the figurehead of who it is, Bill Gates. He's supposed to be this big philanthropist, pretty much leader of the world. But anyways, the whole big thing was that he still had this relationship and maintained it after the first time Epstein got in trouble, and he still was taking flights back and forth to the Epstein Island. So yeah, but apparently this is true. It's in a lot of headlines, and there's a lot of good sources behind it. So yeah, Jeffrey Epstein is a big strain in the relationship, as it should have been.
And I can hear that, but also conspiracy theory time. That's also an easy play to make to keep the make sure the public is on your side. Just be like, oh, it's about Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah,
Super easy. It's an easy stance alert.
I like.
Easy stance alert. When it could have been 2019 because there's so much money to move that you might need 2 years of lawyers just to figure out how to separate that bread. Make sure you keep the bread as much bread as possible.
Oh
A
yeah.
lot of money involved in that
Well, that's the
divorce.
thing is that the few headlines or articles I've seen about it is that yeah, this has been in the works for a while, and they were actually going to make this announcement a few months ago, I
Mm-hmm.
believe, or actually later this month, but they got so fed up with Bill, like pretty much like the whole family when it comes to Melinda and the kids. They're not on Bill's side. They're not big fans of him right now, and there's some issues within the family. So they were supposed to like rent this big island or whatever. They were gonna make this announcement from this big house that they were gonna rent with them, and like it's gonna be everybody there except for Bill. And it was the announcement was gonna be made like May 18th. I want to say I may just be pulling that date out of my butt, but anyway, something went down to where they're like, whatever, we're announcing it now. So Melinda came out and said, yeah, we're getting a divorce.
I do wonder what makes you like be married to someone since 1994 and then also be 55 years old. Excuse me, 56 years old, and then finally decide after all those years of marriage, I think I'm done.
I think money changes people, and I think that's kind of what happened to McKinsey and Jeff Bezos as well. Because I mean, they were together in it before he got rich, and so money
Yeah,
changed.
at least money involved got involved with them. 94, Microsoft was already a thing, right? By
Yeah, yeah,
94.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I would say Bill Gates hasn't done all this conspiracy behind like what's gone on between him and his foundation. Like, that's worked out over time. So I think it
I
could
don't know anything about that.
finally
I
reach.
don't follow anything about Bill Gates except for the fact that he's always doing something weird. Like he's always like trying to create something.
Yeah. Well, I would say like
He's
the
very
Tesla
old money Elon
sketching.
Musk. He's very old money Elon Musk.
I wouldn't throw them into they're kind of the same, but
They both rich and they always doing something random. It's like just like their life.
yeah, yeah.
Shout out to Elon for doing nothing for Dogecoin Saturday night, by the way. Appreciate you, bro. Did
Oh,
absolutely nothing for Dogecoin.
I wasn't gonna throw this in, but I did want to make it. We'll just go ahead and throw this in. Here's the most non-shocking headline to Elon Musk announces he has Asperger's. I mean, I think we all could have told him that before.
I don't know what Asperger's is specifically,
I
but
mean, it's a type of I think it's a type of autism or whatever, but I mean, it's pretty much like you're more, everybody has a different type of it, but more you're socially awkward, like you have like very specific interests, and then you get consumed in those interests. So I mean, it made sense to me because he's very socially awkward, and
mm,
that dude stays busy. Like he has his hands in so many things, and so I think
he
it takes
does.
somebody with that type of mind, and I mean, it's kind of a superpower. Like I know some people who have it and they view it as a superpower, and so yeah, I mean, it didn't surprise me because I'm like, yeah, I don't think any normal functioning person is like is wired like that, can do that. So yeah,
Or
I mean, shout out to
absolutely
Elon.
Elon.
Yeah, and I think it is a
Yeah,
superpower.
but it's something. It's something. I'll give that much. Uh, what's next?
You think he's going to try to
House of
take over the
Divorce.
world?
He's
Yeah,
already halfway there. Him and Bezos are in a race for it. Him, Bezos, and
yeah, that's true.
The Walton family. They're all in a race for it.
I'm on Elon's side so far.
I'm cheering against all of them personally. I don't care about your trips to Mars. I'm not interested in your trips to Mars.
Well, next headline.
Mhm.
This is brought to us by The Spun. College football world reacts to Johnny Manziel's bold declaration. Have you heard what this bold declaration is?
No, he's so far off my radar in life. He's off my radar.
I feel like you're gonna care about this one and you're gonna like it. And we're about to have a
Okay.
good debate. So his bold declaration was someone asked him, I don't know who, when, or where, who's the most outstanding dual threat college quarterback of all time? And they were asking him this question because, of course, I think we expect Johnny Manziel to put himself into the race. And Johnny Manziel declared Lamar Jackson the best dual threat QB of all time in college.
I won't disagree with that. I won't disagree with that at all. Lamar Jackson was so good. I thought you would
fully agree with this.
Lamar Jackson was so good. I mean, because I was thinking about Vic. Vic always comes into my mind.
That is true.
You know. So, but yeah, Bobby Petrino, he was so good. Lamar was so good. Bobby Petrino lasted all of 3 days after he left, and was like, they were like, "Oh, you're not good at this. You're actually not good at this." Okay, cool. Like after 2 years, and people forget that because that team was so bad, that the second year Lamar Jackson's numbers, like in terms of passing and yards, were pretty much equal to his Heisman year, if not better. He was ridiculous those years. He took Clemson to the brink. We had no business taking Clemson to the brink. Like they had no business. Lamar was ridiculous in college. He put up 75 points on Florida State that one time.
Yeah.
Back when they were still kind of Florida State. Yeah.
You watched a lot more college Lamar than I ever did.
Mm-hmm.
I was never unimpressed with Lamar Jackson, but of course, there was a lot of those. Hey, I just saw Teddy Bridgewater come out. Two totally different style players. But
it's terrible comparison. And different coaches.
Who was that Strong?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then maybe it's not as fair of a comparison because I just saw like Teddy Bridgewater, killing everybody in that league. And look, we're not all pointing to the A10 or the American as NFL talent, a Peachtree dish of NFL talent. So it was just me like, this is a freaking Big Ten SEC like type player, QB who's really good and dynamic and just tearing up weaker opponents. So in my opinion,
he was in the ACC at that point. Lamar's in the ACC though.
Louisville was ACC.
I'm pretty sure because they played Clemson, Florida State. They played
ACC too. I mean, I'm not touting them as high competition.
Okay.
I would put Lamar top 5. You threw out Vic, and I totally forgot about Vic, so I would put Vic probably at number 1. But I would say Johnny Manziel was being a little modest, and this is probably me being biased as an Alabama fan and watching him absolutely.
He's not on the list.
Who? Johnny Manziel is not on the list?
No, God, no, he's not on the list.
Oh my God.
I put Tebow on the list before I put Johnny Manziel on the list, and I don't. You know how I feel about Tebow in his entire career.
Johnny Manziel's up there, dude. When I watched him carve up Alabama 2 years in a row, and I was praying for a broken leg every time he snapped that ball because I knew it was the only way we were going to beat him. That dude gave me headaches and sweats in places I've never sweated before.
That's personal headaches, though. That's not like he wasn't.
Well, this is my personal record book.
Okay, yeah, but no, he's not in the conversation of top 5 at all.
Well, I want to hear who the rest of your top 5 is.
If I had time to prepare this list, Lamar will be there. Vic, Vince Young is there. Tebow will be there. I'll put Tebow there just off unless I don't care about Tim Tebow, which we'll get into that later, I'm sure. Yeah. He was incredible. He did a lot of things in college.
Yeah.
And 5th, I'm missing somebody. I need to go back further because I'm missing somebody.
I just don't see how you don't put Johnny Manziel up there.
Because he wasn't that good, bro. He didn't break no records. What rushing records did he break?
He didn't?
Rushing? No. I don't believe so. Maybe all the SEC records. I don't think Manziel.
Let me pull up Johnny Manziel's stats.
What kind of memorable runs did Johnny Manziel have in college?
Beating Alabama.
No, I'm talking about like actual runs, like physical runs, like him taking off and doing something impressive, running.
Okay, well, I would say then if we're going to slide him over into the improviser category, then I would say Johnny Manziel is probably the all-time best improvising quarterback.
Johnny Manziel is not all-time best anything in football. He's not the all-time best anything in college football. He's the all-time best Texas A&M quarterback.
So you wouldn't even put him top 5 in improviser?
No. I put Johnny top 5 in anything. He was cool. Johnny's no.
I think you're forgetting the ridiculous stuff he did, like when when he was playing, dude.
He ran in a circle and threw it up to Mike Evans. Whoop-de-doo.
Well, he did have Mike Evans there.
Like,
that is true.
Yeah. Like, he was cool. He was a cool quarterback, but I don't have Manziel being top anything. I just don't. And he was fun. Like, I enjoyed it. He's not in my top. Oh, Cam Newton. I'm sorry. Cam. I forgot Cam. Cam's on the dual threat quarterback list for sure. Yeah, that's what I was missing. I might kick T-Ball and put Cam above him, actually. Low key. But
take who off?
I might push T-Ball off and put Cam above him.
That's true.
Okay, Manziel did have a 3,000 and 1,000 year.
Yeah, you looking at his stats?
Okay. Yeah. That 2013 year, he went 3,000 and 1,000. He did not the second year. He did not approach that at all, actually. Oh, he went 4,750.
Yeah.
But he only had 9 rushing touchdowns. He had 21 rushing touchdowns in 2012. That makes it to 9 in 2013. So Manziel. Yeah, no.
Whatever. I'm sure we'll get back to this eventually.
Yeah, when I think of a better list and I'm not freestyling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I have a better list for you.
Would you count McNabb as a dual threat? Because he ran quite a bit at Syracuse.
He did, but Syracuse like so far off my resume, off my like thought process, I don't really know. The only Syracuse Donnie McNabb highlight is that time he like broke his leg and they carried him to the play. You remember what I'm talking about? Like he like broke his leg something and they like, or he like tore something and they like picked him up after he threw the ball and took him to the next
that's
first
right.
down.
I think I saw
That's
that.
the only highlight I know from Syracuse. Yeah. Oh look, I found a Bleacher Report article because there's a Bleacher Report list for everything.
What does it say? Okay.
Oh, this is This is just recruits. This is just recruits. So, but yeah, we'll go through it. Johnny Manziel got an honorable mention. Yeah.
Oh, we got an honorable mention.
He didn't make the list.
Who's the recruit?
Yeah, he didn't make the list. Let me go back because
I bet there's some we've never even heard of.
Top 12. Tyrod Taylor. I forgot Tyrod Taylor was pretty nasty. Cam, RG3. Wow. Yeah. No. Why is Jameis on this list? That seems racist.
No. Yeah. He's not dual threat. No.
Braxton Miller. Who's Michael Bush?
Michael Bush.
Oh, he became a running back. This is why it's recruited.
Okay. I was about to say he was a running back. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So that person was just doing things. Yo, I totally forgot RG3. That's why I need time to make this list because yeah.
Didn't Johnny beat him out in the Heisman? Did they? Who? No, RG3 won the Heisman.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, RG3 won the Heisman. Yeah. RG3 definitely got a Heisman. I'm trying to find just a solid. Oh, Saturdays down south. Let's see the SEC list. Is this just okay? This is the SEC quarterbacks last decade. This was 5 years ago. So this is just the SEC quarterbacks. Nick Marshall, number 5. Dak Prescott, number 4. Johnny got 3rd for the SEC.
Okay.
Cam got 2nd and Tebow got 1st. I would put Cam above Tebow, but it's fine. I don't feel like arguing about that. That's fine.
I think with Tebow, a lot of people aren't going to argue against 2 Heismans and 2 national championships.
1 Heisman.
Oh, just 1 Heisman.
Yeah. 1 Heisman and 1 national championship. 2 national championships.
It's really
one that got credited.
I thought he won 2.
No one. There's only been 1 person that won 2 Heismans. Pretty sure. Yeah, 1 guy got 2 Heismans.
So that is true.
Yeah. Yeah, he got the Heisman in 07, and then he was the finalist next year for whatever reason, but he didn't win it.
Okay.
Yeah. Here we go. They wanted him to win 2 Heismans. I hate this. Can we get into the Tebow headline now?
Yeah. Let's go to
the Tebow era. Was the worst thing in the history of football for me.
Yeah,
I stopped liking football for like a good period of time after that because of the Tebow situation. Like I think my like normal disdain as a human being happened because of what people did with Tim Tebow and the nonsense that was spouted. And this man will not leave my life. He just won't leave it.
Well,
a tight end, bro. A tight end at 34.
According to ESPN,
I'm sorry.
Jacksonville
yes,
Jaguars are expected to sign Tim Tebow as a tight end.
Like, for who, bro? Who does it? What do you gain from this? Like,
dude,
are fans gonna flock to watch him play tight end?
You know what they gain from this?
Preseason?
Not having to lie to their spouses. Urban Meyer and Tim Tebow not having to lie to their spouses anymore, what they're doing or where they're going when they're going to meet up with each other late at night. So now they can say, oh yeah, I'm going to the facility to go train. They'll actually do that. Or at least he's actually going to the facility now.
Are you saying Tebow was lying to his spouse before?
I'm just saying there's something weird going on with the Urban Meyer-Tim Tebow relationship. That's all I'm saying.
I don't like the direction you went with this. That's
the direction that I've had since Tebow was in Florida.
You derailed everything with that.
I just want them to get a room. But yeah, I mean, it's just Tim Tebow, Urban Meyer privilege. It's knowing the head coach privilege.
I'm so over this. Like, why didn't he want to do something else with his life, bro?
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't you become a tight end when you should have been one? You should have tried to be one. You probably couldn't have done it then either. But I'm just saying, like, why is he still here?
Look, I mean, I really don't blame Tim Tebow and I'm not surprised that he's taking a stab at this, because if you have the opportunity to do it, why not do it? And I'm pretty sure this dude
34 years old, that's why.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm sure this dude looks in the mirror every single day and tries to ask or figure out what went wrong. Why is he still not in the NFL? What should he have done different?
I'm not having sympathy for this. Yeah, figure that out. Yeah, he's 34. You are too grown to not understand self-awareness. I'm sorry. Self-awareness has to kick in at some point. It's personal responsibility has to take place, dog. You are 34. And you pray a lot.
What are you blaming?
And you pray a lot.
What are you blaming him for?
If you needed answers to why you're not in the NFL, you should have asked God.
Maybe God told him to do this. Maybe this is a God thing. Maybe Tim Tebow is about to be one of the best tight ends we've ever seen, and we don't even.
At 34 years old.
God. All things are possible.
All right, Mark Rick's gonna come back and win. Mark Rick's gonna come back and win a championship at Texas Tech. Like, if that's what we're doing, if these are things that can happen.
Wait, who's gonna win?
Mark Rick. That's what's gonna happen.
Wait, he's going to Texas Tech?
No, I'm just saying this. He might as well. And there are possibilities.
Oh, I thought we were breaking news here.
Yeah, no, this is just ridiculous. It's all ridiculous. I'm tired of Tebow just existing in the football world. Like, go do something else. You try to do baseball, and you just somehow realize that the Mets use him for ticket sales.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, wrong to not understand what this is. I'm sorry.
So do you think this is going to be all right?
A sideshow?
Now, okay, let's step away from looking through Tim Tebow's lenses, and now let's look through the Jaguars lenses. Do you think this is a good move for them? Do you think it's going to be detrimental? Is it going to be helpful?
It literally means nothing.
Well, it does mean nothing because he's just getting signed. It doesn't mean he's going to make the team. Yeah.
He's going to go to camp, be terrible, and I'm going to make fun of the Jaguars. See, this is the problem. See, this is my thing with the Jaguars. You're trying to be you're trying to change the image of your little sorry franchise.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you want to be the next thing. You got the number one pick. You know, you got your quarterback in there that you've been, you tanked for, you were sorry for. You got all that. But in the midst of trying to change your image to be like a team that actually, people want to take seriously, you do some nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
Go with this cockamamie idea. Let's get Tebow, bring it back home to Florida. Like, this is just stupid. You're just wasting everyone's time. You're wasting your players' time. Your players don't. Do you think anyone's roster is happy to see Tim Tebow? Like, anyone's like thinking anything of this?
Well,
besides the fact that I'm gonna light him up in camp and embarrass him.
I'm sure there are a few players that may be happy about it or don't mind it, but I know, and I think it is a fact that not every player is happy with it.
No, they shouldn't be, and they should. But you know what? I think about it. You know what makes it even funnier? Do you remember like when the Tebow mania was happening? When he was being a terrible quarterback, people had all excuses in the world for him.
Yeah.
Do you remember people like he's not a good practice player? Remember people saying he wasn't good at practice?
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't a good practice player. He was a gamer.
Mm-hmm.
So how are you gonna be a good practice player at a new position? You weren't a good practice player at your position you worked your whole life at.
Well, maybe the whole time he was practicing the wrong position.
But now he's gonna be a good practice player at something he doesn't know how to do. Learn some route trees.
Yeah.
Forget what's going on. Yeah. I can't wait to this. I pray this doesn't make it to the regular season. And I'll see him on the field because I'm just gonna be over it. I'm gonna be so over it.
Oh,
I can wait. Oh, Jacksonville,
because I want to see how it folds.
I can wait to see Jacksonville win 4 games a year and be back being miserable as a franchise because I'm sick of them already. They had a brief window of me not wanting them to fail, but the window came right back. I don't want them to fail now. Mm-hmm. It's back. Well, Tom Coughlin would never have done this. I got a lot of things about Tom Coughlin. No, like he would never have done something this stupid at all.
You're right. Yeah. You're right. He probably would have made Tim Tebow to pay a fine before he could even enter the facility and ask him the question.
Exactly. You know what would have made this not happen, Levi? You know what would have made this not happen?
What's that?
Relegation.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody signing no Tim Tebow when you can get relegated out the league. Mm-hmm. This wouldn't have been happening. But we don't got relegation. You get to be as sorry as you want to be. Yeah. And now we out here with Tim Tebow back. Bring relegation back.
I would make the argument.
I want relegated in football and basketball alike.
I would make the argument he would still exist in relegation. He would just be signed to one of the relegated teams. Who knows? They don't really have a chance of making it up. So, and they need to put some butts in the seats.
No, he would be. Have you watched Ted Lasso?
No, not yet.
Okay. Well, the premise of Ted Lasso basically is like a woman a spiteful owner she divorced her husband and takes control of this terrible team. Mm-hmm. And she hires Ted Lasso, this American like high school football coach, to be the coach of the soccer franchise so he can tank the franchise. That's what Tebow would be. He would be hired as some relegated team's head coach to just watch the franchise go into the tank. Mm-hmm. But then, like Ted Lasso, he would accidentally win some games, even though, and then all of a sudden, you can't fire him because just the charm is there. That's what Tebow would be Ted Lasso.
Okay, I like that. I like that theory. But as you were saying it, I had a theory just pop into my head. Will you do a little research for me, or do me a favor? Has Tim Tebow turned 34 yet? I know we've been saying 34, but I know in these headlines he's about to be 34 or just turned 34.
Timothy Richard Tebow he turns 34 in August.
Titus, tell me, Mr. PK, what age did Jesus die?
I'm not doing this with you. I'm not doing this with you. I'm not.
The second coming, Titus. It's the second coming of Tebow. Everything's lining up. Urban Meyer coming in, the old, Jedi Master and the Padawan. Now, Jedi Master just went to the Padawan's hometown to go coach the hometown team, and now the once Padawan is now a Jedi. He's coming home as a tight end.
Can you become a Jedi if you change positions though? Like this is like going from being a Jedi, being from a Padawan to being just like one of the rebels in the ships. Like it's like, oh, you're back. You got the lightsaber. Nah, I lost the force, bro. I lost the force. I'm hopping this ship though.
Yeah.
I'm hopping this ship.
Well, I mean, I don't know, man. I think it's a pretty good theory. And then you got Sunshine there. So yeah, I mean, I think those are going to be some pretty riveting Bible studies or team devotions on Wednesday nights.
If he makes the team. And that's the other thing,
I feel like he's
right?
going to be a locker room guy. They're going to give it to him.
People were like, how can you be a locker room guy if you're stuck at your position? What kind of example are you setting? You're terrible. You can't tell me anything. You're awful. You only get to be awful. You only get to be awful at football if you're a head coach.
But
you have to be smart at being a head coach.
Did that stop Rudy from being a locker room guy though?
I've never seen Rudy.
You're missing.
I've never seen Rudy, but it doesn't seem
Rudy
like
was a locker room guy.
Yeah, that's what he was like, undersized and
yeah. It doesn't mean anybody in the locker room liked him, but he was a locker room guy. He said all the locker room guy things and did all the locker room guy things. Yeah,
that's fair. If he makes this roster and finishes a game with 1 catch, 0 pancake blocks, and like nothing else, and he gets to do like a press conference, you know how annoying people are going to be with him.
Oh yeah.
The one thing about Tebow, Tebow's not going to turn the spotlight down.
No, he's not.
He's a very he's quote, he's humble, But Tebow loves that spotlight. For sure, he loves that spotlight. He's not gonna be like, nah, y'all shouldn't give the attention to me. Y'all should throw it over there. He's not gonna do any of that.
Yeah.
So he's just gonna accept it. I can wait till they try and run a trick play and he throws an interception. You think his throwing motion changed? You think his throwing motion changed? He's still doing the 7 second.
Oh, the wind up.
Back of his. Yeah, the 7 second wind up.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I never saw him throw a baseball, so that could be a good.
Me either. I saw him strike out a few times, but yeah.
Yeah, that's all I saw. Was
he didn't. They didn't do any. There were no Tim Tebow fielding highlights, were there? There were no fielding highlights. Tim Tebow.
Maybe he was a DH.
Never saw one.
I wouldn't be surprised if he was just a DH.
They had the DH in the minors.
I don't know. Probably.
Maybe.
Yeah, I feel like it. Maybe the
maybe in AAA. He was in AA, right? Yeah.
Yeah, he was in AA.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I think they can get over down there.
I think he made it to AAA for like a week.
Did he? Okay, you might be right.
Maybe they were short on the roster or something. Had a lot of injuries.
You might be on to something.
But hey,
I thought about Stephen A. commentating on that one at bat that Tim Tebow had.
Yeah.
Stephen A. doing his radio. Yeah. All right, this is too much Tim Tebow talk. I'm sorry. Next headline.
Let me just throw in. How perfect would it be though if, say, the Jags did make it to the Super Bowl, Tim Tebow made the roster, but he hadn't seen the field all year. But it's fourth quarter, a few seconds left. Jags are down on the 2-3 yard line. They got to score a touchdown to win it all, and Tebow's on the other end of a Tebow pass, of a Tebow jump pass, of a Trevor to Tebow. Yeah.
I hate everything about that reality.
Yeah.
I hate everything about that reality. I just remember the other thing that happened in the Tim Tebow era. Do you remember when he was there, or when he had that game against Pittsburgh in the playoffs, and they were like, "Oh my God, he threw 316 yards." It's Jesus.
Oh yeah.
You remember that?
Well, I mean, yeah, because I thought Jesus was the only way he was able to do that. So yeah, that's why I thought it was Jesus-itis, and I think that's why a lot of us thought it was. It was just a miracle he even touched 200 yards. So it had to be Jesus.
I couldn't stand it. I really couldn't stand y'all. Oh, this is funny. I'm sorry. I got a quick prize pick thing. So I did the power play, and then I did a flex with the same bet. But on the power play, the line for us was 27.5 at first. And when I did the flex play, his line went up to 28.5. So I made it on one and missed it on the second.
Dang, dude. Well, they must do that if you bet them twice, because my wait, you're still gonna get it though. It's a push.
Oh, word? Okay, bet.
Yeah, because I bet it at on a flex 27.5, and
yeah,
I got it with 28.
Okay, bet. Yeah, so that works then.
Yeah, I need Valencia.
Yeah, I think because everybody else's line, I literally did all three picks that I sent you. I did all three on both sides, because after I texted you, my friends texted me and was like, bro, do the flex with that. I was like, all right, bet. So I did that. I put a little less into that, but it's
a good strategy.
So like, yeah, the next time I went up, everybody else's line stayed the same. Bottom's line and Lonzo's line. So I wonder if people were betting. I wonder if Russ's bets went up because Bill went out.
Oh yeah, I'm sure a lot of people jumped on
his line. His line probably moved a lot. So
that's the only reason why I jumped on it. And two, they're playing the Hawks. Not strong defensively, especially if it's going
to the Hawks. Quick thing about the Hawks, there seemed to be a second half team.
They are,
like, based on the Suns game that I saw, and then this game, because they kind of started running the Wizards out there in the second half too. But then the Wizards came back and got back into it. And apparently, Russ missed the game winner. He barely missed the game winner. I think I haven't watched it, but that's what the headline said. He just missed it. But they rematched on national TV on Wednesday night, so that's lit. I'm here for that.
Yeah.
Shout out to that's one cool thing about COVID schedule is that you get to see, like, if teams play a good game, you get to watch it the next time. Like, oh, I gotta catch it next time, and maybe they'll do it again.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of waiting for like 3 months, it's like, oh, they're gonna get right back to it. But yeah, next headline.
Staying in basketball, Celtics. Oh, CBS Sports. Celtics. Jaylen Brown out for season with torn ligament and left wrist. Team announces Monday. Few hours.
Throw that Boston season in the trash, dog.
Yeah, I mean, it was already in the trash, dude. But now it's in the garbage disposal.
Yeah, it's right. Yeah, it's definitely about to get crunched up. is for sure about to get crunched up. I do have something for you on this though. So I was browsing Reddit like I do, trying to see fans tiers. I feed off like fans tiers.
Yeah.
Like Dan Leptard feeds off like people's sad life stories.
Yes.
I feed off the tiers of sad fan bases on Reddit. But check this out. Tatum, Brown, Kemba, and Smart played 350 minutes together last playoffs. They only played 292 minutes together this entire season.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Wow.
And you and I are like two people who are very hard on Brad Stevens,
and
the Celtics in general, but like it went south for them in ways that they couldn't predict. So I think I want to back off just a little bit.
Yeah.
And it gets worse. They had 32 different starting lineups in the first 64 games. 32, 64. That's half. It's literal half.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a crazy. Those are your four core guys, and I think the problem with them going forward is Kemba's not gonna get healthier because he's 30 and 6'1", 6'1" with a knee issue that seems to not be going away. They're gonna be in a weird spot. They're gonna be a weird spot going forward. Danny Ainge can actually do some GMing besides just bargain hunting. I was talking about Danny Ainge yesterday, and I'm like, Danny Ainge only wants he only shops in the clearance section, right? He'll splurge on like one item, like he'll splurge on the Kemba, but the rest of it, he's only shopping like when trades are out there, he's only shopping on like the last rack, like the $2 bin, where like, oh, there's no pot. If this goes wrong, I don't lose anything. But he's very risk averse, right? Like he thought Evan Fournier thing was gonna be the move, like, oh, Evan Fournier.
Well, Evan Fournier actually has been a really good addition for the team, and I think he's had 25 plus points the last 3-4 games.
It's nice, but when you've been the thing with Danny that annoys me is he's had that team in the talks for literally every disgruntled star on the planet, and has gotten zero of them except Kyrie, and that's Kyrie literally was just like, I want to go to Boston, and he was going to flip that. But like every other guy, Kawhi was rumored to go there. Didn't make a move. Paul George wouldn't make a move. AD wouldn't make a move. And it's just like, yo, what are you gonna do? At some point, if you really want to get this team to be a champion, you're gonna have to make a decision. And that's the other issue that I think they ran into, is that like their timeline got excelled because of that fake year where they made the conference finals. When they, in that terrible Eastern Conference where LeBron drugged that 4 seed through that god awful East. Like, I think that threw off their timeline. It's like, oh, our young guy, but it's like you got young guys ready to go. You got Hayward and Kyrie. Hayward ain't gonna be no fifth option. That's why he had to leave. Like, Hayward's doing good now. People are like, oh, it doesn't look good. Like, Hayward wasn't gonna be comfortable there because that team runs through Tatum and Brown. And also, like, in spite of the minutes thing, I don't think Tatum and Brown are still 23, 24 years old, right? There's a level of maturity they don't have yet. That they might have the experience, but there's still a level they got to get to, I think. So I think we should just lower the expectations on Boston going forward and have them just like, maybe a couple more years.
I think what you're saying is fair. I think you're especially right about the whole expectations being sped up on the timeline. It kind of reminds me of a couple of different teams, one outside of the NBA. It reminds me of the Atlanta Falcons, really, because I feel like the Falcons, even though we were on the up, the year we went to the Super Bowl, nobody expected us to go to the Super Bowl. But we all had the view of, oh, in a few more years, we're going to get there. Like, we had a really promising team, pretty mixed, young, old, but
right.
So I think that Super Bowl run, that was just miraculous and crazy. That sped up a lot of expectations. So I think that really does a lot on the psyche and the mental of the team. And I really don't know if they're going to come back from this. And to compare them to an NBA team would be the Oklahoma City Thunder with Kevin Durant, James Harden, Russell Westbrook. They were so close so many times, but they were just really young. And I think expectations, once you get to it and you're almost there and you almost have it, it's really hard to come back from that.
Yeah, and I still, with OKC, it's still the greatest what would happen if they didn't trade Harden immediately after that season. Yeah. Like, you just made the final and they traded Harden like before the next season started. That's always gonna be the what if with them and Thunder. But yeah, like, being a young they tried to play a game where they wanted to have the youth movement and the vets at the same time. But then the youth guys made the finals without the vets. All the vets were hurt, and they made the conference finals without y'all. I was like, we need y'all? Like, how is it gonna work? Because I remember that next year, people were like, "Oh, Boston's going to get Kyrie and Gordon Hayward back. It's going to be great." I remember arguing with the Boston fan about this. Shout out to my David, you my guy, but I remember arguing with him about this, right? He's a Celtics fan, and I was like, bro, I don't think this is going to work chemistry wise because those dudes made the finals without Kyrie and Gordon. They're going to want the ball more.
Yeah.
Kyrie ain't trying. Kyrie is a ball guy, and you know, he said to me, he tried to say to me, he's like, "Oh, the Warriors work it out." I'm like, do you not understand how rare that is for that to work though? Like that is not a normal thing. The normal human mentality is not the one of unselfishness like that in the sport like that. You know, everybody wants to do that thing. The Warriors they're a special case. You can't try and build your friends off of what they did because those guys just fit perfectly personality wise.
Yeah.
This was more like, I'm 21. I've just made the conference finals. You can't tell me anything on this planet. There's not a single word you can say to me. Jason Tatum was 13 years old. He was so young.
Yeah.
When they made the conference finals, you know. But I want to see. I am interested in them going forward with the direction they got to take because I think you got to do something with Kemba. And I think we found out last offseason there's no untradeable contract in the NBA.
Yeah, we did.
Every contract is tradable. So I do wonder what direction they go in going forward. But they got to just. It sucks that it's too late for them to not make the playoffs.
Mm-hmm. So you think they do need to make a move in the offseason? It's not just,
I think they got
they need another season being healthy.
Yeah. I think they got to go in a solid direction because the Kemba thing's not going to work out. And Tatum and Brown, I think there's another level for Brown to get to. There's another level Tatum to get to as well, but Tatum's got to like accept being a smarter player all the time.
Yeah.
Because he's so good, but he takes so many shots that annoy me.
So,
he annoys me so much. So and I like him, but you know what I'm saying?
No, I know you like him. You're not. That's not
I like Brown.
Really,
I like Brown. No, I like Brown. I like Tatum's game. I like Jaylen Brown.
Oh, okay.
Jaylen Brown's the Georgia guy. Tatum annoys me, but I respect him.
You've been on
a Tatum step back just destroys my life. Like, why, bro? It's a 1 point game. You don't have to do it.
I think you're not on this bandwagon anymore, but you were on it before I was. But the whole, get rid of Brad Stevens or you need to do something new. So I was late getting onto this bandwagon. I mean, I've only been there for the past month or two, maybe. And I'm staying on it just because I think whether this team was healthy or not, it's really not changing much just because I think it's been the same story every freaking game. They play down to the level of their opponent. It seems like they're like the Georgia Bulldogs of the NBA right now. And then two, they get themselves in such a hole in the first, second quarter to where it's so hard to come back. And the reason behind that is because it just seems like that team is not disciplined at all. And there's not much of a scheme except for I feel like Brad Stevens is just more about spacing and rotations. But, I mean, they just in my opinion, they take terrible shots. They have too many turnovers. And, like, they just don't care, it seems like, in the first half. They're just there. And then in the second half, that's when they'll pick up and get serious about it. It seems like that's the story every game.
Yeah, I don't disagree. And I think, like...
So it needs to be a culture change from the head coach, starting with the head coach.
Yeah, I want to give Brad... Like I said, I want to give the context of what I said. Like, maybe it was a tough year for him, but at the same time, like, sometimes you just need a new voice, bro. It's not necessarily you're a bad coach, but sometimes the voice needs to change.
Yeah.
Especially in the NBA. Like, guys tune out. Like, especially in the NBA. Like, at certain points, it's like, we got to move on. We got to go somewhere else.
Exactly. And me, I mean, I've always been high on Brad Stevens. I think he is a good coach. And I think he could probably work at some NBA team. It needs to be a team kind of suited for him, though, and the type of players. But college or NBA, he could be successful. But
you know what? I wouldn't hate seeing him with the Kings.
Yeah. I mean, that's definitely a step up from Luke Walton, but anybody's really a step up.
Yeah, and I think that's a young team with some guys that some guys need direction there. You know, I think it could help them out a lot.
So I think, and two, Brad Stevens is just a very low energy guy. And I think right now the Celtics need a high energy person. So, I mean, I don't know because I just think they're undisciplined, like just in the way they play, really. That's what hurts them the most. Yeah.
It's like, I think when your best player is a scorer who like is kind of in that like ISO hardened build a little bit. You know what I'm saying? That kind of Kobe, like I'm gonna go get buckets. It's hard to build a team around that, for one, and also like, because I mean, on paper, the ideal team they had is pretty nasty, right?
Yeah, no,
Like,
I thought they were gonna run the East, bro. Like after that, Eastern Conference Finals, I thought they were done. I mean, that was it.
Do you think the change needs to start at Brad, or should it go higher up to Danny?
So I think
Danny's been there longer, and he's not. You know what I'm saying?
I'm okay with Danny staying, just because I don't really blame Danny Ainge that much, because I think it says more about him that he's actually been in talks with all these players. Like I think we kind of view it differently, as in, oh, he's been in talk with all these players and couldn't grab one of them. And I would say, oh, most of these GMs aren't constantly going after these guys, or at least talking to them. And maybe, I mean, with Kawhi, I wouldn't believe that Kawhi, we had no idea what Kawhi was going to do. And that could have been all a smoke screen. Like, and I think a lot of these superstars too, I mean, they gave him the talk, but really at the end of the day is if they're really interested. So maybe he knows some stuff that we don't. I mean, when it comes to talent acquisition and drafting players, really too, I mean, he's been good. So I don't know if you have to, but maybe, I mean, if you really want to do immerse into a full culture change, then maybe start from the top.
I think at some point, it's got to go down to the GM. And he's been there. God, he's been there a long time. Because he was there in 2008 and when they won those championships. And that's almost 20 years ago. You said what?
Were those his first few years there?
I want to say yes, but that's a guess. Here we go. Career. Okay. Oh, Danny's middle name is Daniel Ray Ainge. That's his name. That's my favorite thing about Wikipedia. Is like learning people's full name.
Yeah, Daniel Ray, Dr. Ainge.
Okay, he was hired as executive director of basketball operations in 2003. So, been there for a very long time. Like a very long time. I think at some point it might need change scenery there.
Yeah.
Because he's only got. Let's be real, bro. Danny's got one championship. So we talk about it. Got one title. The storied Celtics, not about my Celtics friend. The storied Celtics who think they are the end-all be-all basketball discussions got one championship in the last 30 years. Let's talk about it, Boston. Let's talk about it. Y'all really don't matter in this era of basketball. You haven't been that. Y'all really haven't mattered like that. That didn't have anything to do with nothing, but I just had to get that in there.
Yeah.
I'm just pissing off fan bases at this point. I got it. Over Mother's Day weekend. Quick story. You remember last week when I rated against the Packers? Yeah. And I said my cousin Kelly is a Packers fan. She was at the Mother's Day celebration this weekend, so I did hear about that. I heard about that rant. The funny part was, the funny part was Sean, her husband, sent it to me. My cousin, like he said,
really?
He was like, "Hey, here you go. Just send it right to her." And she was like, "You said some mean things about my Packers." I'm like, it's not. It's like how you do that? I said it wasn't about the Packers. It's about what they did to Aaron. I love y'all. I love Aaron. So what y'all did to him.
Well, Aaron's in the headlines. We'll
get to it. Yeah. So I was one point. I'm just trying to make fan bases mad at this point. That's my new thing. I just want to piss off fan base. See if I get in trouble about it.
Wait, that's a new thing though. I thought that's like what you're here for always.
Yeah, but I'm embracing it more now. Yeah. I'm just leaning into it more, I guess.
Well, we're gonna take a short break because Levi has to pee, but we'll be right back with more headlines. All right, and we're back. So, Titus.
Welcome back. What's happening?
You ready for this next headline?
I'm ready for the next headline, bro. Talk to me.
All right, let's see. Let's see if you've heard this. So, according to some local news channel, Fox 61, UHart, which is the University of Hartford, softball team covers school name on jerseys after division drop decision. Have you seen this? It was a little bit on Twitter. Yeah, so it was a picture of the University of Hartford girls softball team, and so they pretty much they took a team photo out on the field, but they took black duct tape and blacked out the Hartford on their jerseys. And they're doing this, I guess, in protest because the school is dropping from Division 1 to Division 3.
Hartford was in Division 1 of something?
Yeah, like
Oh.
D1 AA, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
Huh.
but I mean, I think you raised a very good question, as in Hartford was D1, because I didn't know that either. I thought they were like D2. At
It
the
sounds
most.
D2, bro.
Exactly.
It sounds like where Bill Belichick's gonna find his next wide receiver.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly it. But
Okay.
they're not even going down to D2. They're dropping from D1 to D3. So
That's a precipitous drop.
it is a precipitous drop. They're not the first to do it, though. Me being an alum from a D3 school, we actually have some schools in our conference, or we would play on the regular, that were former D1 schools. There were smaller D1 schools that have dropped into D3. So they're citing, I haven't been able to read much up on it. I've mainly just read people's comments. But of course, I think the main reason why they're dropping is because of student level, and then the student body. I think the numbers have dropped a little bit or precipitously, and so along with that, because you're not getting as many students, your money's kind of dropping too. So that's the reason why they're reclassifying. Now, I don't know exactly why, like the softball team, for instance, is protesting this move. And I saw a headline too where the basketball team is like signing or collecting signatures for a petition, because this literally does not affect any current Hartford student athletes right now. They will drop from D1 to D3 beginning in 2025 after all these students have graduated. So for those who don't know, and the reason why I would think they were protesting this is because you would think, okay, if they're making this move to next year, then yeah, all these students are about to lose their scholarships, because you don't get athletic scholarships in Division 3. It's not permitted, but they're not affected by any of this. So I had no idea why they're protesting this, and I thought it was interesting and it was trending. So,
well, I think they're thinking about their future kids that go there. So the men made their first March Madness appearance. The men made their first March Madness appearance this year.
Oh, really?
That's what this one I found. 24/7 Sports says University of Hartford dropping from NCAA D1 on heels of first men's March Madness appearance.
So I can see why the basketball team would. Well, I mean, I still don't understand it, because I mean, these
some people care about
aren't
things directly
going to be. Yeah, I mean, that shocks me.
Right.
If our generation, like if these group of students right now, really think that for their school. I mean, respect to them if that's really why they care.
The school said that decision comes after a year of discussion and study of the current athletics model and several alternatives. Oh, they ain't trying to pay nobody. That's what it sounds like to me. That's what that says to me. All right. It's the intercollegiate athletics has long been an integral part of the University of Hartford student experience, and that will not change, said the University of Hartford Board of Regents Chair David Gordon. At the same time, a move to Division 3 will allow the university to further strengthen the academic co-curricular and wellness experience for all students. While we know this decision will disappoint some members of our community, we remain confident this shift is best for the long-term interest of the institution and all its students.
So this is, that was a whole bunch of nothing right there. That I heard. And
exactly.
And this is a topic I want to talk about maybe the next time we record, because there's people I can get on, maybe, even be on a guest spot on this, or I can go to my sources just to get more information. But like I said, being from the background of a D3 school, I do know there are probably good financial reasons to do this, because I know LaGrange College kind of made a move like this. They were never D1, and I don't think D2 either. But they were able to move from junior to D3 because of football, I believe. And I think I read that too. That's why Hartford wants to do it, so they can bring football back, because they don't have a football team currently, I would believe. So, yeah, it may be that too, trying to save money.
Oh, they're just trying to save money because see, they see the writing on the wall that D1 athletes gonna start getting a little money soon.
Mm-hmm.
So they're like, let's get out of here before it happens to us.
So
That's
you
what I'm
think
hearing.
it's going to be that?
That's what I'm hearing. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. That's my current theory. And okay, this is what one of the basketball players said. So I can't believe it's even a question after the last 4 years in our program's history. I mean, all the president completely discredited what me and many others sacrificed for the school. I really hope it's all just talk, but I don't know what to think. So basically, like they put a lot of work in to make that program matter in D1 and be something that you can be like a little fake, important for D1. They're like, let's go to D3. Let's just go all the way down. So I get why the athletes be upset about that.
Yeah.
You're a D3 school. You're gonna be watching field hockey highlights.
Yeah.
No offense to field hockey players, but it's field hockey. Anybody watch field hockey? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, I'm going to do more research and talk to my, D3 people who are plugged in and know those type of things. Because I know there are benefits and there are actual, I think, sort of legalities around it too. Because even though they're making this decision, it could be something too where maybe they're scaling in a few years to where they know they can't even meet D1 expectations or standards, so they have to drop. I don't know. But I just thought it was interesting knowing that this wasn't currently affecting the student athletes. I just wanted to get your thought on it.
Let me see what the tuition rate is here. That's what I want to know. That's really what I wonder what the tuition number is. We can go to the next headline while I find this.
Bet.
This school sounds like it's expensive.
Well, it's in Hartford, Connecticut, so I would think it probably is.
I bet that tuition rate is going down.
What's the student population?
I didn't see that yet. I'm on the official school website, hartford.edu.
I'm about to look this up too. I'm gonna look up their student body.
College websites love make you click 5 things just to find the fees.
Yeah.
Like, just show me the money, bro. That's all I need to know is how much it's gonna cost.
Well,
$40,000.
Average cost after aid, $30,000. So it's pretty much it's a private university.
With a 3% increase in the next year. It's 40,000 for 2021. 41,000 for 21-22. 40,000. Hold on. But that's just like the tuition total, all right? We add in room and board we add in room, board, support fees, registration fees, technology fees, $58,238. I bet that number ain't going down when they go to D3.
So their undergrad enrollment is 4,700 students, almost 4,800. That's hard to compete with.
$8,000. Can you imagine? Is that a Tesla? How much is a Tesla?
Yeah, but you gotta think though too. Like if you looked up LaGrange colleges right now, it's going to say around the same thing, but nobody actually.
Yeah, LaGrange College is also ridiculous. Yeah,
but nobody actually pays that though.
I know all I paid in my school. It was right around that number.
Yeah, yeah.
My number didn't go down much. I think my number went down like 3,000. Didn't help. I didn't finish. Didn't mean anything. So yeah, good God, that's an expensive school. But yeah, I'm sorry. Next headline.
The transition could save the department as much as $9.2 million annually. So it could save the athletic department $9.2 million.
Money move. Like I said, always.
That's a lot of money. So
always about the money. So with their tuition, they'll be all right.
Yeah,
they got the money to spend.
Yeah,
they ain't broke. Nobody plays broke better than colleges.
No, that's true.
They're great at it.
And coming from a D3 private school, yeah, I know.
Yeah. Here we go. Enough said.
All right, next headline.
Yes, sir.
Let's see. It's maybe the last one. Oh, no. We got 3 more. All right.
Okay.
This one makes me laugh. And I didn't get to read it either, so I don't know why. But Bob Baffert claims Kentucky Derby winner Medina Spirit is victim of cancel culture.
Oh, the horse dude?
Yeah.
He failed a drug test, right?
Yeah. He's a junkie.
Because, okay, so I saw the headline and it was like, dude claims his horse is a victim of cancel culture.
Yeah.
And I was immediately out because I'm just out on anything that involves the word cancel culture. And I had Around the Horn playing in the background. And they was like, the man's horse tested positive for steroids. Like, and it was like, again. I was like, again?
Yeah. It's like his 7th time, I think, that one of his horses. Yeah.
So he needs to be wilding. He needs to be wilding with horses.
Oh, the statement though, the press statement that he came out with before this cancel culture one, his initial one, it was great. It had me convinced. I didn't know he was. I mean, but I was hearing it before I knew this was the 7th time. One of his horses accused of this, but it was good. Yeah,
that's incredible.
He was just like, "What? I'm baffled. How could this happen? I'm outraged. We're gonna launch a full investigation. I don't know how it's gonna."
They said he gets. They say he gets to choose the doctor that they test the next sample with.
Oh, really?
I'm like, what's going on in a horse race where you get to choose your doctor? How does that work? Y'all got that much trust over there?
Yeah.
Like, what's cancel culture? They cancel the horse. Just incredible.
All right, I got to see why he blamed it on cancel culture. Let's see. When you keep winning their testing, it's one of those things. Okay, so CBS News asked him, how do you overcome the perception that Bob Baffert cheats? Because he did say in this press conference, he spoke about himself in the third person at the ending, and he said something about Bob Baffert is good for this sport or something like that. But so how do you overcome the perception that you cheat? And he said, unfortunately, when you keep winning and they're testing, and it's one of those things where we just worked hard. Okay, I don't know what that means.
It means nothing.
Yeah. I have no idea.
That's what you say for a human. That's what a lion human on steroids says. You lie for the horse.
So he's claiming the test was contaminated. Yeah. Because the only little bit of foothold he has in this is because, of course, they do pre-race drug tests and post-race drug tests. Of course, he cleared the pre-race drug test.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and he's saying, there's many different ways, something that the horse could have done, between then and now or whatever, that could have contaminated it.
I love that we're just saying the horse was out here wilding on its own. And got into the bad stuff.
Yes, exactly.
It was a bad batch of hay, man. It was a bad batch of hay.
Got BoJack Horseman out here. Got a junkie.
Right. Exactly. I went out thoroughly tested. So in the UFC, right? Because guys take all these random supplements that they shouldn't be taking. Some of them aren't smart enough to read what's banned and what's not.
Yeah.
They'll take a supplement and they'll be like, nah, this whole supplement was it was a contaminated supplement. What USADA will do is reference that supplement that you bought. Find the batch of container it came out of and go test that batch to see if it's registered on there. If it doesn't, you're out of here. But if it does, you get cleared.
Oh.
Whether you did it or not.
Yeah.
You get cleared just because the batch was tainted. It's really funny how it's really crazy. It's a really crazy game. So they gotta go. So they have to go trace a bale of hay back to see why this horse tests positive.
I guess something like that. He said he could have. They can lick a wall. They can do it just so easy now that when they're testing at these levels, it's ridiculous. So apparently it's like a higher level of testing where
he said they can lick a wall.
Yeah. A cocaine
Bob
wall.
Baffert.
Yeah.
Exactly. Bob Baffert. What a guy. What a guy.
I just love that he referred to himself in the third person.
Yeah, that's always special.
But this guy, he looks like a mix between Ric Flair, Trump, and I'd say those two. You see him?
That's the list.
You see him?
What is? Oh, my bad. I was looking for something. Oh no, you're right. Oh, yeah. I see a little Bob Kraft there too.
Oh yes, that's exactly it. That's
a little Bob Kraft.
Yeah, it's a little Kraft. Yeah. Trump Flair baby. All right. Well, prayers for Medina Spirit that she doesn't get canceled anymore.
Right.
Next headline.
Right.
Trout. So Yahoo Sports. Trout says he broke down over Pujols' departure from the Angels. So if anybody doesn't know, Albert Pujols was released from the Angels because he's old and makes way too much money for his performance. But
it was the last year too.
Yeah, this is last year.
Like they held on.
Yeah. So before we even get into the subline, do you have any thoughts on that in general? Because it's the reports have been back and forth. Some people say it's been really ugly in the past 24 hours, how that all went down. And then some people like Joe Madden came out and said, no, those are rumors. It didn't go all down like that. Because apparently they were screaming, blah, blah, blah.
Joe Madden's with the Angels?
Yeah, he's the manager.
I knew he wasn't in Chicago, but I didn't know where he went.
Yeah, I forgot he was with the Angels until today when I read that.
Well then. I didn't have much thoughts on it. I just feel like I was thinking about like all these long contracts in baseball, and I feel like all of them are going to end this way. Like every single one of them.
Exactly. Shouldn't be surprised. Contract.
Yeah, unless you like get it while you're super young. Like I think Tatis and like Machado's still pretty young, right?
Mm-hmm.
So those might not end this terribly. But for the other guys, like this pretty much going to be the blueprint. It's going to end really badly.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to be, removed at your last couple of years because you're just not good anymore. You just don't have it anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, shout out to Pujols, man. His legacy was great. I felt like he was never ever was what the Angels expected from him at any point, right? Like
he never was.
He never was able to live up to it. Yeah.
I mean, he wasn't awful, but it was a
struggle
drop. It was dramatic, or drastic. I mean, but look, I forgot Albert Pujols was still even in the league until all this news came out, and so I thought, okay, whatever. I mean, it seems kind of disrespectful. Yeah, he's a legend or whatever, but Albert Pujols right now is so forgettable, and he's on the most forgettable team there is that I forgot the man was a Cardinal in the first place. Like, he's been there for so long.
It's been 9 years ago.
Yeah, and he's literally been so non-existent that I forgot the man even came from a different team. I thought he's just been chilling with the Angels the whole time. I thought he was on the 2002 Mike Socha Angels when they made it to the World Series against Barry Bonds and the Giants. Like, that's hilarious. Yeah, forgettable this guy's second half of his career has been. But look, Albert Pujols, if he really is mad about this, and if it does go down, if it did go down like all these reports are saying, and it got really ugly and nasty, look, man, you just need to know, like, it's time to walk away and just be happy that they could have gotten rid of you 2-3 years ago, and you're still going to make all this money either way. So I get it. It's kind of disrespectful. You're a future Hall of Famer, but at the same time, you are in no position to help this team win right now.
Yeah, and I think part of it for him is he knows he hasn't been good, right?
Yeah.
But I think it's part of those things where you're just a legend. You're like, let me go out you want to go out on your own terms.
Yeah.
But sometimes your own terms aren't the terms you need to read. Sometimes your terms aren't the terms and conditions.
Yeah.
Sometimes the TOS is not suited for you. So
don't tell Tim Tebow that.
Right. And he doesn't understand that at all. Yeah. But yeah, like Pujols, I mean, I hate it for him, but it was the only way, man. They can't keep. They probably look at it like, man, we want to keep putting you through this. You're just taking up a roster spot. Like, you're not contributing anything. So, I do wish him the best. I mean, go get to the Hall of Fame, bro. You're gonna be in the Hall of Fame, I think, right? He's Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
right?
he'll be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
he's got 700 or almost 700 home runs. He's a career 300 hitter, I think. Yeah. I'm more mad at. I mean, really, I think the Angels. I think they just got mad at themselves and took it out on Albert and said, "Get out of here. We can't look at you anymore because we're pretty much been looking at a mistake in the eyes for 9 years now, and I can't live with myself anymore." And they're about to off themselves. But the reason why, go ahead.
My bad. I was gonna say, like, shout out to baseball where you can have like the best player in the sport and just be a waste of a franchise.
Exactly.
But you get to escape it because it's baseball.
And you pretty much just led me into what I was about to say. So the reason why I put this headline out instead of the whole headline of, Albert Pujols being cut anyways,
Yeah.
is because I'm even more mad. What I'm more mad about than Pujols taking all that money and not doing anything and apparently throwing a fit, the Angels even making this decision and even putting themselves in this position in the first place. I'm way more mad about the fact that Mike Trout, the supposed best player in the league right now, who's playing ridiculous and could be the face of the whole league, he decides the only time he's ever going to show emotion is when Albert Pujols gets kicked from the team. Who cares, bro? Like, who cares? Like, you should be more concerned about winning. And this is the only time you're going to be concerned or show any type of emotion. No, I'd rather see a bat flip.
He can't affect winning. I would rather see him bat flips. I love bat flips. I don't know what Mike Trout looks like still to this day. He's an Eagles fan.
One of the best. I mean, one of the best. And a lot of people are saying
like,
right now. But yet, the most boring player ever.
For sure, show more emotion. I was reading things about him. Yeah, I feel like he's probably been there so long and seen them fail so much. He's just like, there's nothing I can do here at this point. I'm just gonna.
That does make me wonder, how long has he been with the Angels now? I mean, the whole career, but
yeah, it's been a good minute.
Let's see when he comes to the league. Mike Trout's 29.
Is he really 29?
Yeah, I thought he was younger than that.
That's really crazy. The Jersey kid. So he's been in the league since 20. He's with the Angels since 2011.
Okay. Was that his major league debut?
Let me see. He was drafted in 2009, so yeah.
Yeah, 2011. He only played 40 games, so his first full season kind of was 2012.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm looking at his. He's an 8 times over slugger, bro.
Yeah.
He got 3 MVPs.
Yeah.
I respect that about baseball, bro. That's one thing I respect about baseball is that your team can be sorry, but we will recognize you for being really, really good.
Yeah.
It's not much of a what have you done for this team. It's he's really good. They're just, you have to understand they're terrible.
Yeah.
And baseball has the numbers to back it up.
Yeah.
That's what I like about baseball.
That is the great thing about baseball. It's such an analytics game. You can figure out every little thing.
Yeah, you can know whose fault it is.
Yeah, exactly.
You can know exactly whose fault it is. So,
exactly.
That's what I like about baseball. But yeah, Mike Trout, get yourself to a winner.
Man,
I be wanting to help. I be feeling bad when I play the show. I wanted to go to the Angels to help Mike Trout, but they seem to be so sorry. I'm like, I'm not doing this to myself.
Yeah.
It's not working out for nobody. I'm good.
Dude, he's batting 370 this year. And nobody's batting 370 this year, man. Everybody's in the 270s if they're lucky.
Gracious. That's insane.
Yeah. So I just wish you'd show more emotion. Then don't waste your don't waste your ounce of emotion that you have, that you're capable of expressing on Albert Pujols. You can spend it on something worth much more.
Felt the way, man. He probably lived up to Albert coming in, man.
Like, he probably did. I mean, Albert was the GOAT.
You know what I'm saying?
I did figure that, but I'm not here for it.
I understand your point. Yeah, I'm gonna let you rock. I just wanted to get out there. So yeah, we got one more.
Yeah, one more. All right.
Okay, I have a bonus headline for you after this one.
Bet.
Yes.
Well, this is Bleacher Report, and this was today. Aaron Rodgers rumors. Packers have made significant long-term contract offer.
Interesting.
I don't know what the contract offer is.
Interesting.
I'm gonna have to look it up.
Did it come with an apology letter?
Yeah. Maybe that was it. Maybe that was just the offer.
Please come back, bro. Actually, I can give you my headline now because it ties into that.
Yeah, go ahead.
One Devontae Adams said today on Fox Sports Radio. This is via SportsCenter, via Fox Sports Radio, because he said on Fox Sports Radio, SportsCenter put the graphic out on Twitter about Aaron Rodgers potentially leaving Green Bay. Quote, "It would change a lot. Doesn't mean potentially I'd be gone, but I definitely have to do some extra thinking if my guy wasn't here." I like this play. This is the players.
He's riding for his boy right here.
Yeah, and this is the players being like, "Look, make this right with Aaron, please."
Yeah,
because we don't want to be here. Also, what's this about Jordan Love?
nobody has faith in him.
it's like,
Yeah.
like, look, bro. They're like, what about Love? Look, bro, Aaron need to be here. We need Aaron. Yeah, this is a mess situation for the Packers, man. It's a mess.
And that's such a shorter turnaround though than they wanted for Jordan Love to start, because they drafted him with the intentions of 3, 4, 5 years, but not the 1 year turnaround.
Yeah, they were not prepared for this.
Yeah.
And this is the era we ain't giving dudes 3 years to be sorry and learn on the bench anymore. That time is gone.
Yeah,
you need to be ready to go. Yeah, you need to be ready to go, dog. We in year 2. We still got questions. We are not happy.
Exactly, bro. Like we're out here talking about Tua, like the Dolphins needing to make a move now, decide on Tua or not.
Same,
like,
bro.
The dude had half a year
on one coming off a broken hip.
Exactly.
He broke his hip.
But they're like, and then now this is the setup to see whether Tua is going to be the QB.
Right. And you're saying somebody who was questioned. I'm somebody who was questionable of Tua going into the league anyway. From jump before the injury. So I'm like, y'all can't judge man. And I'm like, y'all can't judge man off a year with a broken hip.
Yeah.
He broke his hip.
But we don't play anymore.
They ready to kill him. Nope. This is judgment year.
So apparently Rodgers has been involved in the contract talks, poor Rappaport, but he hasn't been willing to sign a deal, even though some of what has reportedly been offered to him has been historic.
Really? So
I think he's about to just get paid. He's about to get paid.
He's about to massively get paid. Or maybe he might be done.
If he was done, he wouldn't be in contract talks.
It depends on how petty you want to be about it.
That is true. That is true. And I think he may be making petty moves. So
let's play astrology real quick, Levi.
Okay.
Let me see what month Aaron Rodgers was born in the month of December. Okay, what sign is December?
I have no idea. Is that Taurus?
No, I'm Taurus is May. I'm a Taurus. Yeah.
I don't know. Sagittarius.
Here we go.
Cancer.
Okay. Yep, that's it. November 23rd to December 21st. He is a Sagittarius.
Aren't they pretty you don't want to mess with them, I don't think.
Well, I'm glad you asked, Levi, because this is the second thing on Google is, what is a Sagittarius personality like?
What does it say? See Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers disposition.
I'm clicking on right now. All right, this is from purewow.com. Sagittarius. Oh, they have a nice purple stone. Okay. These are all words I don't understand. Okay. Sagittarius best traits. Sagittarians, that's their citizenship. Sagittarians are optimistic, lovers of freedom, hilarious, fair-minded. It's loading so many things. I lost the thing. It's loading so many things at once.
Yeah.
That pop-ups everywhere. There's a Carrie Underwood. Carrie Underwood's a sponsor for Body Armor. I just learned that through this pop-up. Hilarious, fair-minded, honest, and intellectual. So I would describe Aaron as pretty fair-minded and honest and intellectual.
Yeah, I would too.
Optimistic. I don't know about the optimistic thing.
I would not.
I feel like football ruined that. Yeah.
Well, I feel like Aaron, he's in his head all the time.
He's thinking a lot for sure.
Yeah.
All right, here's Sagittarius worst traits. At their worst, Sagittarians get bored and easily move on, earning the reputation of being the biggest commitment phobes in the zodiac. If you want someone to stir the pot and then walk away, call an unevolved Sagittarius. And because they love to pontificate but don't always do the work. That doesn't describe Aaron. Their grand insights can be a little unresearched and shallow.
I think Rodgers is a little shallow at times, so it's not far off.
You don't like Aaron though. That's the thing.
I'm torn on Aaron. Some days I like him, some days I don't.
Because you held up that thing about him and that alleged thing with him and his family.
No, well, it's not just that. It's not just that. I think for a long time I think he's a little egotistical and arrogant at times. But hey, I mean, he's Aaron Rodgers. So I can't.
Oh yeah. He's for sure got an ego. He's for sure has an ego. If he didn't have an ego, he would have accepted the backup. He would have accepted Jordan Love being drafted and not did anything.
Yeah. I don't know. Is it just? I think it's just me, but when people put themselves out there, kind of like Aaron has when it comes to being, because I'm not saying the dude's not intellectual or he's not into other things or stuff like that, but I feel like every time he gets put on some of these platforms or like people talk about him, like oh, you know, the dude's enlightened or whatever, and we're supposed to clamor to his every word and view it as
See,
genius and wisdom. And it's like, all right, let's chill. He's a
See, no.
QB at the
To
same
me,
time.
what being intellectual means it's just that you read a lot and you like have a level of self awareness and understanding of things. It doesn't
Yeah.
necessarily mean you say anything smart per se, because I don't believe in intellectuals personally. Like I think some people say smart things, people say dumb things.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe like intellectuals like, oh, you're gonna give me this grand advice and change the way I view the world.
Yeah.
No, I think Aaron's like pretty well read and understands things, understands the world from a certain perspective. But
Yeah.
like that's what I look at intellectual as though.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? That's for like me personally.
No, well, that's what I'm saying. That's why I don't. That's what I'm saying. I don't. I think he is intellectual. I'm just saying. I think it's
Yeah,
well, it's
yeah.
that combined with sort of the arrogance and the. I don't know. I don't know him. I'm just saying, just from like some of the things I've seen interactions,
Yeah,
like that's just
yeah,
how it comes
yeah,
off to me. But hey, I'm not a judge
yeah,
of
yeah. No, I
people.
think he has the ego for sure. But
Yeah.
like, I think every quarterback has an ego.
Mm-hmm.
Like all of them
No,
have
yeah,
a
yeah,
high
but
level
you
ego.
got to. You
I think
got
he
to.
speaks a little. He's yeah. I think Aaron doesn't do quarterback speak, which makes him stand out more.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he doesn't do the traditional like, oh well, you know, we're gonna play really hard with Team A. Like Aaron goes to the press conference, be like, I don't know, maybe I will be here next year, maybe I won't be. He'll just go say some stuff like that,
Yeah.
and just not have anybody feeling comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what Aaron does.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wish Green Bay. I actually don't wish Green Bay the best of luck. I wish Aaron the best of luck. I don't care about this Green Bay. If he
Mm-hmm.
goes to Oakland, though, I got nothing for him. If you go play with John Green, I got nothing for you, bro. But if it happens to you out there, that's on you, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's on you.
I think too. Which I mean, it's not a bad thing. It's just me not. I would just wish he would handle some things better because I think he is somebody too. He rides the highs when there are highs. So it's like I don't know. It was last year or 2 years ago when they beat the. I mean, they always play the Bears, but they beaten
Yeah.
the Bears, and it looked like they really improved their defense. And you see him on the sideline; he's just smiling the whole time. And at the end of the game, he's dapping his coaches up. And
Wait,
he
is that game
before.
where he seemed like they gave him the good pills? That game?
Well, I don't know. Well,
You remember that
his
game
first game of the
where they gave
season.
him the
I don't know what you're talking
they
about.
gave him the
Good
good
Bills.
goods? They
Yeah, I
gave
don't
him the
know.
good goods, and he was doing a really weird interview after the game. He was like super happy. Let me see if I can
Nah,
find
I
it.
mean
Hold
this
on.
was like first game of the season. Like,
I think it was early because I think he got hurt or something because Khalil Mack tried to murder him again.
oh well, I mean
Let me
this is
see.
him on the sideline,
Yeah.
and like they won, and he said it in the post game press conference. But you can see he's like, "We got a defense. This is awesome. Like, yeah, I'm really excited." Blah blah blah. And then halfway through the season, when the defense hasn't held up like it we thought it would, and he was struggling because he was losing some guys, like. He's just not the guy who he's not the positive like leader who's going to come in no matter what, like everything could be falling apart and you're still going to have those guys who come in as like positive and all that. I feel like he just sinks into it, like when things are bad he just like, yeah, you know, it's whatever, and he just complains about it and lets other people know he's not happy about it. So
I
I would
found this.
just
I
wish
found what I
my
was looking for.
quarterback would just take a more optimistic approach on things.
Oh, you like optimism? See, you know I'm not optimistic. I'm not
Yeah,
an
yeah,
optimism guy.
exactly. That's why I kept saying this is my opinion because I know
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
not
yeah,
coming at it from the
yeah.
same
No,
perspective
yeah.
as I am.
Can you enable screen sharing right from the Zoom meeting so I can
Yeah, I
share this
can.
video with you? Okay, do it real quick
Let's
so I can share this.
see.
I want you to see this Aaron video.
All right, you should be able to share.
Okay, there we go. Hold on, let me close these other Safari links.
I've never used screen share before.
I haven't either. This is a brand new experience for
Yeah.
everybody involved. Let me make sure I close my email though. Lord have mercy. That would have been didn't nobody see that. I get enough spam emails. Okay. Let's go with this one. Let's guess that one. Do you see it? Oh,
No, I don't see anything.
oh crap! I gotta go to Zoom and allow it to do it too. Yes. Really? Okay, never mind. So I can't do it. I was gonna have to send. I was have to play it from my phone, and you can hear.
Or you want to send it to, or
oh, I can put it in the chat.
put
I
it
was
in
gonna
the
say, I was
chat.
trying to
Yeah,
make it here.
give me the
Yeah,
link
yeah,
in the
yeah.
chat, and I'll.
Yeah. See it?
Let's see. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Let me see if I can. Well, can you hear it?
I can hear it on my end.
Okay, let me see if I can share the screen real quick.
All right. Look at us learning Zoom.
I know. All right, can you see it?
Yes, I see you started. It said you started screen sharing. Oh, here we are.
We're in.
It wouldn't let me. It wouldn't let me share the screen until I quit Zoom and open it back up.
Oh, really?
That's not convenient. Yeah, that's not convenient for the show.
Oh, like we got little boxes on the side here. This is nice.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, he is glazed.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. He got smoked that game, I think. He went out and came back off the happies.
What did he just say? I have no idea what he just. He's really laboring through this.
Yeah. So happy.
All right, so I want to say that he got better towards the end, but really where I really couldn't understand him. Whatever they gave him. Oh wait, sorry, YouTube started playing.
You good? Oh yeah. That autoplay gets you every time.
Yeah. All right, but what he sounded like halfway through that interview, whatever they've been whatever they gave him for that game is whatever they force-fed Brett Favre for the last 10 years of his career, because he sounded exactly like Brett Favre during that interview. Like
he was out of there, bro. Like, that was week one. That's the first thing I thought when he said week one. He was super happy. That's the first video that came to mind. That was a week one game. That was the week one night game.
Yeah, that's not the one I was referring to. No, he was fully.
My favorite part is
that one.
My favorite part is when he goes, "I felt something in it. I couldn't walk on it." Like what?
Well, when she said the look in your eyes, it was like, yeah, there's definitely a look in his eyes.
That's a great way. That's a great way to describe your injury. Where's the pain? I felt something in it, and so yeah, that was special. That was special. Well, was that the last headline? Was that it?
Yeah.
All right.
It wasn't quite 10. I think it was like 8 or 9, something like that.
All right, it's cool. We got to see something. You know what I'm saying? As always, we work and find some things. Oh, last thing, Levi. As you know, we had a karaoke competition in my house.
Yes.
Last night in the household. Had family and had karaoke competition. I was the champion. I'm saying.
You have the performance recorded.
It is recorded. I personally have the video, but I will have the video very soon.
Well,
As you see the golden microphone to victory. That I
won. Where'd y'all get that made?
A website online.
Nice.
I made it. Got it made for like $15.
Nice.
It's like $14. Nice. It was mad cheap. I was like, these are this cheap? What are trophies?
That's pretty good. That's
yes.
But
right.
Yeah, is there any way you can get that to me tonight? Because when we sign off here, man, this can be the outro. We can have your performance as the outro.
I can try. I have a clip of one of my performances.
Bet. Well, I mean, whichever one you want on there, because I can put two different ones. I can put one up different for the video and one different for the podcast.
Right. And like, I don't want to catch the copyright claims for music because the NBA hit us with one. Music don't play.
Oh yeah.
Because I for sure did a power ballad that would get us someone's gonna be very litigious and get right at us.
We'll be sure we can podcast.
Do I'll
definitely put it on the podcast.
And on the future thing, the thing we can't tell them about. It'll be up there because it's just private. So
oh, okay,
we can get away with it there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Bet.
but yeah, I just want to make sure everyone knew I won the first golden trophy, golden microphone of victory.
Yes.
And this is our first official competition, so this is gonna become an annual tradition with the trophy. So
nice.
I'm about to get the. You remember in NCAA football when you won 3 in a row, you get the 3 footballs.
Yeah.
I'm building the 3 mic trophy next. Just 3 microphones.
Well, I mean, can we start making the major karaoke night we can make it not the experts event?
Oh, it's for sure gonna be the private family one is gonna stay the private family one, but we would definitely bring this to the people.
Oh, bet.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Bet.
One of these local spots hook us up.
Mm-hmm.
Let us, you know what I'm saying? Let us run things a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that'll be lit. But yeah. Thank you all for listening.
Yeah.
Once again.
How do you think Ntenn went?
I think it went well. I think we gotta work on some tightening things a little bit.
Oh yeah,
a little bit.
Sure.
But that's about it though. I think it's good. I think it's got potential. It's for the first one that we didn't really, we had talked about it, we hadn't really plotted it out fully.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think it went well. I think we're gonna get better as always.
I think so too.
Yeah. I want to say a special shout out to Billy Gill,
Oh yeah,
shout out to Guillermo.
All right.
Sure. You all see that later.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, are you gonna put the full video up too?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say
that. You think I should? Yes, the whole video up.
Yeah, just put it like on Facebook or something like that.
Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So yeah, thank you all for listening. Y'all have a good one.
Yeah. Peace out, everybody.